at the initial meeting I said that, I didn't really find solace in anything because of a lot of features in our background as a family and my own sort of particular personality and lifestyle and all that sort of stuff. But upon consideration, there are some things that I find solace in, like being involved in books, for example, which is quite ironic, another ironic thing, because, I always say, people ask me what book I'm reading, I always say, I write them, I publish them, and I sell them. You don't expect me to fucking read them as well, do you? But the thing is, we never grew up, I never grew up reading books. It's ironic that, I've ended up having a lot to do with books because I never read them when I was younger. And the way I came to words was really through, listening to the lyrics of the Beatles and Kinks and Rolling Stones and all that. And I really kind of didn't know much about literature. I remember once I was off school, as I was quite a lot when I was young, and our mother brought us some homework to do involving a Shakespeare play. And, Mum and I looked at it for about 5 minutes, couldn't understand a word of it, and threw it away and just laughed, Later on in life, of course, I really appreciate Shakespeare and all that, but it was really funny that, that's what I kind of... So again, it's funny that I've ended up being involved so much in books. But also, in the last few years, I've been involved with musicians who are doing, songs based on my poems. And it means like my whole life's come full circle in a way. And that really came out a bit because I did the PhD. I wrote a PhD thesis on women writers in New Zealand and how they're neglected and the misogynist attitude of other writers and publishers and all that sort of stuff. And it covered the period 1945 to 1970. So it was the end of World War II up to the feminist movement of the 70s. And it was totally against, like academic stuff, totally against the way I think normally. So it's kind of, another, irony, if you like, same with my MA thesis. And, I never fit very well into just about anything I do. The only job I regret leaving is the railway, which is very interesting. I worked on the railway down in Otago on the track gauge. And that's the only work I've done that I've found really satisfying and also kind of an empathy with, because we were, in those days the railway was part of, a bigger picture of what New Zealand was about, and you really felt like you were working towards something good for the country. Well, excuse me while a train comes by. I've always kind of had this struggle between what I'm meant to do and what I should be doing, what I do in life, That's why I've done a whole series kind of intellectual thing interspersed with labouring jobs, because I've never been able to settle in one thing was never kind of enough for me to be wholly involved in, if you like, because labouring jobs were, and I really enjoyed working with other men in dangerous situations and all that kind of stuff. And but it was never enough to satisfy me in terms of intellectual kind of thing. So my whole life's been a kind of mixture of, and those kind of outward things are like a metaphorical expression of what goes on inside me. So, you know, I find solace in a way is kind of, you know, a mixture of a jackhammer and a you know, James Joyce book between the two, you know. And they're not necessarily mutually exclusive either. But, and this comes out in my writing quite a lot as well, you know, and, you know, I've been very lucky in terms of having, you know, a very supportive family. You and my brother and my two sisters, Tricia. Plus I've had very good friends, you know, who've kept me alive in one way or another. Some of them nearly killed me. You know, I mean, my relationships with women have been very difficult, and that's because of what goes on inside me too, really. So yeah, I sort of, solace is a difficult word for me, you know, because I don't really, I mean, probably I like wearing black because it's kind of, it's got, and again that's another metaphor, that I'm quite often quite happy. Yeah? So, you know, I've never really fitted into anything, but I've done lots of many different things, you know, and that's been my life, and that's my expression of that comes out in my work, and so it's, but I still, at, you know, 65 years old this year, I still haven't resolved anything much in my life, and I don't know if I will, because I don't think that kind of restless spirit has led me to do what I've done. It has led to a very sort of difficult life, but a good one, you know.
One more time.